Hey folks, welcome back to Mysterium. Thanks again for participating and voting for who the culprit is. And now, let's reveal. The suspect that received the most votes was the musician. The musician is correct. I was indeed referring to him and his combination of cards when I put out these three cards. I'm going to take a moment now to explain my card selections. This card was referring to music because this individual is playing the flute here, and that is a musical instrument. So in that sense, it refers to musician. This card with the donuts thingies here refers to baking, and baking, you do that in kitchens. So in fact it is referring to the location of, the kitchen looking room here. Finally, I didn't have really anything to represent the weapon, which is the scissors. So I just selected this card because this gave me a feeling of something sharp, and scissors are sharp. So those are the three cards that I selected for the combination of cards. So congratulations for voting correctly. Next, let me explain the cards that I played throughout the game. In the first day, when we were guessing who the suspect is, I played these two cards. I played this card to refer to the instrument, so it's a musical instrument, and thus I was referring to the musician. This card, however, in my hand at that time, I didn't have anything really to refer to the watch repairman. That was the best card that I thought I could play, which is really just referring to the old man's white hair. Which looked a lot like the watch repairman's white hair. So that was the rationale behind that selection there. When I was selecting cards for the location, I was very lucky to have had two cards in my hand that had this image of a wheel. I definitely played two cards to point out that, hey, this is what I'm referring to. And in fact, it is something that was found in the location of the backyard here. So you guys nailed that one. This was, I was looking at the dishes, and once again referring to the kitchen location. And I thought this was a kitchen because there's that baking gloves here. And there was kitchen tools at the back here. Finally, for the weapon, for the candle holder, I first played this card because I was referring to the light aspect of this image, the lighting aspect. So candles equals light, and I think most folks instead saw the spider image, which I didn't see actually when I played this card. So I think that kind of looks like a spider if you look at the other way. So I completely missed that and was just referring to the light. And then next turn, I played these two cards. Now, what I was trying to point out here, and then once again, I didn't really have any cards in my hand that would clearly point to candlestick. So I was trying to point out this tower here because this is a lighthouse, and that refers to lighting as well. Finally, for the scissors, I didn't have a good card to point out scissors, and I don't think there are many cards in the deck that could clearly point out scissors. So what I was just trying to do here was I noticed that none of the other weapons had a green background. So by playing these green cards, I was just trying to emphasize the green background of the scissors here. And I guess we were lucky that folks didn't pick, I don't know, spider or something, because this is sort of the wilderness, the forest, and like a swamp thing where spiders probably reside. So that was the rationale behind the scissors. And that's a playthrough of Mysterium. Thank you so much for participating in this game. I had a very enjoyable experience. I hope you had as well. And hopefully in the future we'll be able to play some more games like this, where we can have some audience participation. The best way to explain this game and to get a feel of how it's played really is to play it. So hopefully through this playthrough, you've got a chance to play, participate, and appreciate how the game plays. Going forward, I'm going to be continuing on the Assault on Doomrock playthrough. I may have a delay in churning of the videos, however, because I have a family member expecting a baby and I'm helping out here and there, so I wouldn't be home so much to do my filming. Thank you so much once again, and Christmas Day is coming up rapidly. If you do celebrate it, happy Christmas. If you do not celebrate it, happy holidays. I will see you guys hopefully soon in the Assault on Doom Rock playthrough.